His Majesty King Somnala, World of Plenty Teleports on World of Plenty TV. Divine prophetic thoughts for your day.
Where are the prophets today when the country goes to crisis who can stand up and speak? If they are there and they are speaking, are we able to listen to them? Or are we listening to so-called World Health Organization, which I call World Health Organization for my African people?
His Majesty King Somnala, Plentiologist. His Majesty King Somnala, the Plentiologist. His Majesty King Somnala, the Plentiologist.
Wake up, Africa. Wake up, Africa. To me, rolls the words of King Martin Luther. If we don't stand up for ourselves, swallow everything given to us. Paraphrasing, he says, we will die like a fools. Today, my African people, I urge you, you don't have to die like a fool, receiving everything from the Western world. Yet we know they have no intention of making us better. Long time ago, about 1836, one senator said, we must keep the African people from darkness that they don't see light, so that they don't even arise to the level of dogs. Which is why you will find those farmers, they can keep a dog inside the car with them, but they can't stay with our black brothers. You will be right at the back, at their van, at their car. It doesn't matter whether it's raining, it doesn't matter whether it's cold. They have elevated the dog better than you. Wake up, African people. Be careful of those presidents that you vote, and they have a deal with these countries. Financially policies, how we run our economy, it depends on them. God said I must boldly announce this. We don't have presidents who care for us. They care for ideologies and ideas of Western. They don't care for our people. Our presidents, they are not bringing us our land that were taken by the Western, but they are bringing their ideas and their democracy, their philosophy of running our land, which is the same ideas and ideologies that took our land. How can you use the weapon of your enemy and allow the enemy to sharpen your weapon to take back what he has taken from you? Why are we so foolish, African people? Why are we so foolish? Come back to your senses. Come back to your God. Worship him. Trust him. He's better than the philosophies and their ideologies for your life. He's the one who brought you in this life, on this earth. Wake up, African people. In my spirit rolls the words of the prophet Zephaniah, where he says, there will come a time where Ethiopia will quickly stretch her hands to God in adoration, where the African country will not put their trust in the Western countries, but they will put their trust in the God who created human being. He did not, the first human being was not placed in Europe, but was placed in Africa, somewhere in Tanzania. That's where all the human originate and spread it across the land. Let me remind you, African people, there was a time when there is a crisis in the whole world. All the countries ran to Africa. Remember in the days of Abraham, when he was challenged, he ran to Egypt. When he came out in Egypt, he was more richer, according to Genesis 13 verse 1. He came back from Egypt with riches. Africa was never poor. It was a place where people ran into in order to receive the assistance. Even the father of faith, Abraham himself, a man of faith, depended on Africa to feed his family. Even God himself directed Joseph into Africa. The Bible says he sent him in Africa so that when the time of famine comes, somebody is in Egypt. When Egypt was facing the time of famine, it was Joseph, a man with the Spirit of God, who boosted the economy, the wealth of the country, because God has given a dream to the king of Egypt, which is Africa. And the prophet of God was able to guide, interpret the dream to be relevant for the people of his time. Where are the prophets today when the country goes to crisis, who can stand up and speak? If they are there and they are speaking, are we able to listen to them, or are we listening to so-called World Health Organization, which I call World Health Organization for my African people? Wake up, Africa. Western never love you and will never love you. Wake up, Africa. Western will not have a passion to keep you alive. Rather, they will wish you death. That is why today videos are trending and we blackmail them and call them conspiracy theory. Conspiracy theory is that of coronavirus itself as a conspiracy theory. Wake up, people. Who doesn't know when you put a mask, what happens to you? Why are you putting a mask even when you are alone? Instead of ukhiphe umoya ongcolile, you swallow back umoya ongcolile, which is why today people are having difficult time to breathe. Wake up, my African people. Trust your God. Trust your prophet. Before there was Western people with their ideology, how we should live, what is healthy, there was a way that was better for us. A way that we live through the prophecy, through dreams, through traditional healers, through the people who were messengers sent by God. Even Abraham himself, he was helped by an African priest, Melchizedek. His blessing, his divine empowerment for wealth, it didn't come with university. It came with a spiritual God, as somebody sent by a spiritual God or a spirit God who came and helped him through the spiritual assistance. Why are you thinking when there is no solution from this Western country, there is no solution? Why you deny your own African people? Why you deny your prophets? You believe those churches who came from the Western country, they are the mainline churches. They are the one who holds the high position, such as a council of churches. And behind them, they are controlled in Western countries. What's wrong with you, African people? What's wrong with you? Why you trust the president who sit on the table and discuss on your behalf with your enemies and come back for his own benefit? And some of these presidents, they came to office not because they care for you, but to enrich themselves and have security, as anyone, once he takes the office of the presidency, he will be protected according to the Constitution of South Africa. Wake up, Africa. Wake up, South Africa. Wake up, African continent. This message is for you. Don't die like a fool. Don't send your children to so-called health department and you don't know what it is.
Layedi imfihlakalo yasemaphakalezi yinkosi yomhlaba ukhona. His Majesty King Somnala, Plentiologist is alive. Layedi imfihlakalo yasemaphakalezi yinkosi yomhlaba ukhona. His Majesty King Somnala, the Plentiologist is alive. His Majesty King Somnala, World of Plenty teleports on World of Plenty TV. Divine prophetic thoughts for your day.